Lone-Star Gun Rights coming to you with the easy and effective mod for your Mosin Nagant. We're going to show you how to fix that sticky bolt syndrome. If you own one of the 37 million Mosins built, chances are it could use a little TLC just to make it a little better. The Mosin has been a proven bolt action, fighting in over 35 wars across the world. They tend to be a staple in every gun collection as they are cheap, reliable, and make for great projects. It could be fun to trace your history of your Mosin by its stamps. You might actually get lucky and find one of the 3 million that Remington actually built. These will have a Circle R stamp and are worth much more. With most Mosins being wartime Mosins, the tooling may vary and some may need to be reworked just a little bit just to make it a little bit better. So the main cause of getting this sticky bolt syndrome with the Mosin Nagants is actually due to improper cleaning of the Cosmoline. Cosmoline is the packing grease that they use to pack these Mosin Nagants, and they stored it away with so that they can pack it up, put it in storage, and it'll last for several years. When the Cosmoline is packed, sometimes it dries out and it hardens and it's very hard to remove, and other times it just gets into those places that it's hard to get. The easiest way to remove a lot of the Cosmoline is with a heat gun or blow dryer and melt it off. But a lot of people tend to forget about reaming out their breech, and that's actually where your bolt is getting stuck. Along with Cosmoline being an issue, the steel cased ammo itself tends to be an issue. Unlike brass cased ammo, the steel, after it's fired, it doesn't necessarily shrink back down the size like brass tends to shrink down the size. Also, it's got a little coating of lacquer on it. When it gets hot and the steel case expands, that lacquer melts and it actually kind of like glues itself inside of the breech, causing this sticky bolt syndrome. So what we need to do to get rid of the sticky bolts is actually clean out this breech real good and get inside and get all that Cosmoline from the walls cleaned out of there, so we know that it has an easier time extracting that round that's been fired. The tools that you're going to need to clean out that breech real well, and something that I've used that tends to work well with me, is actually using a drill. I've got a cleaning rod from one of my rifle cleaning kits or shotgun clean kits, and actually a 20 gauge bore brush. This is a brass bore brush for a 20 gauge shotgun, and it tends to fit the diameter of the breech just right. Now you want to use Lone Star gun lube. You just go ahead and put some on the brush itself. Insert it right into the breech and just start honing it in and out. Now I take breaks from time to time to let the solvent soak in and do its job, and then I'll go back in and say about 5 minutes from now and ream it out a little bit more. Do that 2 or 3 times, and then once you're completely finished reaming it out, then it's good to go back in there and clean it out just as you were cleaning your rifle to begin with, like spending a day at the range. You just go back, clean it through, and it should remove all that built up Cosmoline that's inside of your breech. Along with cleaning out your breech, I'm going to show you how to lighten up your bolt. We're going to actually trim down the spring inside of your bolts so you don't have to ram your hand into it to unlock it when it's real tight. It's pretty easy to do, and I'll show you here. Just break down your bolt. here's two different springs. One's been modified, one has yet to be modified. Now, I know you're saying they look damn close, but one actually has just about half a coil cut off it. If you can see right here is cut off and the other one's not. That's pretty much all you need to take off. Just a little bit, like half a coil. I would take a quarter at a time and then reassemble your bolt and test it to see how it fits. Okay, like I said, you just barely want to take some off. You can always take more off and go back and cut more, but you can't put it back on once it's cut. I'm gonna try right here. You can see the tail is right here, and I'm just cutting just half a circle, half a coil off. That's all I'm taking on the first cut. Just right here. So now that I just cut that half coil off, we can go ahead and reassemble the Mosin Nagant and test fit it and see how well the action works. Okay, the Mosin Nagant is reassembled, and now it's time to test fit the bolt to see if it lightened up a little bit from a uncharged firing pin. Make sure it's uncharged so that the tension is still on the bolt. Felt a little bit smoother. A trick to releasing the tension instead of dry firing your Mosin every time, basically when you charge your bolt and you put your bolt forward, when you charge it and you go to turn your bolt down, hold your trigger down and it'll release it. So now that your tension is still back on your spring, it's a lot smoother. If this modification video for the Mosin Nagant helps you out, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and share us all over social media. We'll see you next time.